Well, a number of Rochester City Council members gathered today to put forth a plan they say prioritizes the needs of residents.
This in the lead up to the city's budget process. 5 of the 9 council members turned out at City Hall to promote the main goals of what they're calling a pact with the people. They include bolstering public safety services, improving housing options, and making sure people living in the city have an easier time finding a job. They're hoping to use the budget process to push this plan forward, a plan that they say does not put one group over another.
In everything we do, we must be certain that the services of the city are provided and offered equitably to all citizens in all areas of our community.
Noticeably absent from this meeting, 4 council members. I said there were 5, 9 total. There were 5 there, 4 missing. And while Council President Miguel Melendez says he expects to work closely with those 4 while crafting the budget, he told me in an interview on North Clinton Avenue this afternoon that part of the reason they did what they did today was to separate themselves from some of the recent issues drawing attention to City Council. One of the goals in doing what you're doing is, you say, to cut through the noise. What type of noise are you talking about?
Well, I think that what we hear in the community is very different than sometimes the messaging we get at City Hall. And getting out of the ivory tower for me is important, and listening to people. And what I hear all the time from community members is that they want safer neighborhoods, they want quality housing, they want equitable access to opportunities. I'm assuming one of the pieces of messaging that you might consider noise was the resolution around a ceasefire in Israel and Gaza. Could the argument be made that you can kind of do both, that you can, chew gum and walk at the same time? We can, but what's most important to the citizens of Rochester, that city government focuses on the issue that's right in front of them out in the street. And I want to make sure that we bring that emphasis back. Safer neighborhoods, quality housing, and equitable opportunities. Do you find that a lot of your constituents, especially those of color, do feel comfortable around law enforcement? I think it's a mixed bag, and there's a lot of work to do. But what I hear consistently when I'm knocking on doors and talking to neighbors in this community and many other communities across the city is they want those services to be in their neighborhood. They want to feel safe. And I think there's many different ways to create better bridge building opportunities and to do more community-based policing. What do you think when you hear people say, oh, well, don't go into the city or don't go into that neighborhood? As a lifelong city resident and as someone who walks all sorts of neighborhoods throughout the city, the city of Rochester is a beautiful place. We are not without challenge. There's no question about that. But to me, the greatest asset here in the city is the people. I forced him to walk that entire block, by the way, because I needed to get my steps in. So we did talk about a few other things, and the full interview with Melendez will be up online soon at rochesterfirst.com.